Welcome back, everyone. Spring is near, so it's time to tune up the lawn tractor for another summer season. All of the tune-up work we're doing today is on this Briggs & Stratton Intech XRD. Allegedly 22 gross horsepower, 656.6 V-twin engine. Here are the items we're replacing today. I'm going to throw a fuel pump on it. It's been hard starting and starved for fuel. Fuel filter. Gonna add a shutoff oil change. Gonna link to the oil change video I did in the past for this guy. Spark plugs, haven't changed those in years. New air cleaner. To remove the hood, we've got to start by taking the connector off for the headlamps. Be careful with these over time. These plastic connectors get brittle and they break. You see there is our hinge point for our hood. There's a bolt there. I thought you had to take that bolt out. You do not. I'll show you. Given this a few practice runs first, but just a matter of getting the right angle, lifting upward, and it comes right off. Here's our hood now removed, and you see this is your, that's the middle finger. This is the pivot point for your hood. It just slides into place on this nice shoulder bolt. Don't take the bolt out. I did that like a dummy. You don't need to do that. As you can see, we're starting off today with an oil change. I've got an in-depth oil change video. You can see I've got the oil drain. Alrighty, oil is drained. I got a pan down there on the ground. It's always makes a bit of a mess. It kind of drips down on the frame, and I just throw my pan down there to catch the mess. Okay, we oiled up the gasket on the filter. Get that down there. Give it a spin. Give it a good hand tight. Okay. And that is our 2 quarts of oil. Okay, now we're going to do our spark plugs. You can see we got one here. This is a V-twin, so on this side. And then over here, right there on this side. Start by carefully taking our plug wire off, like so. 5/8 socket. The last time I replaced these was in 2016. So we'll see what this guy looks like. That ain't the best. Put the new one in. Like so. I like to snug it about yay much. Put the wire back on, and then just repeat on the other side. Next task on the tune-up here is the air filter. You loosen up these 4 thumb screws. Take your cover off. So here is the old filter. It's not terrible. End up with this aftermarket one. I'll add links to both of these guys. So I'm fairly cheap, and I do like to save a bit of money, so I tried this aftermarket air filter, and as you can see, the D, I guess it's kind of like a D handle here. This portion, it does not fit properly. So I ordered an actual Briggs & Stratton setup. Let's see how this guy fits. Right into place. I will have links for this guy and I'll have a link for this guy. I don't recommend saving the couple dollars. Get your thumb screws, screw back down, and that is good to go. So now we're going to work on the fuel system stuff. C-clamp vice grip with the flexi pads on. Okay, the fuel line is pinched off here. As you can see, I left the oil drain pan down there to catch any drippings. Drain out that gasoline. New filter down there in the oil pan for good luck. As you can see, the old filter has a fair amount of crap in it. This guy comes as a kit. You've got your shutoff and two little clamps. Old filter, I got that out. We did some trimming of the line. We've got our shutoff valve in place. These fuel lines just use a squeezy type clamp. You just need a good pliers. Here is our filter. I highlighted the arrow on this guy with a little paint there, you see. You always want your fuel to flow the proper direction. Get our clamp into place here. We want the fuel to flow from the tank to the fuel pump. Get those clamped on the like so. And we are good to go. Okay, now we are at the replace this fuel pump. Is it necessary to place? I don't know, probably not, but you know, why not? Okay, we just need a 5/16 socket for this guy. Just got two fasteners holding it on. That line just comes off, it doesn't have a clamp. We'll move the two clamps from these lines. One and two. Broken clamp. See if I can work it off of there. Okay, well, that broke. I will have to go find a replacement for that in my junk drawers. Let's see what happens if we get all full of gas. Not bad. Okay, we'll take the other one off. Not bad. Fuel in. There's our whatever evaporative sort of thing that is. Go to work and put this clamp back on. These things just kind of always suck a bit. There we go. And I go find a replacement. All right. Fortunately, I keep a lot of junk and came in handy today. Take our pliers and give that guy a squish. Move it into place. Work that hose into place. Get that clamp where it needs to be, like so. And get our two bolts on and tightened. Okay, well, these just go into plastic, so don't get wild with tightening them up. Just make them snug. Use the clamp. Turn our valve to the on position. There's fuel going into the filter. Here she starts. Start it up, runs a little smoother. Also, don't run gas engines in an enclosed environment because, you know, carbon monoxide. Everything's pretty much wrapped up. Let's see how much I struggle to put this hood back on. Wow, easy peasy. Also a great time, go to work, check all of your tire pressures. I highlighted on this is the rear tire. Max inflation 10 PSI. So to make things easy, I just marked right there by the stem, 10 PSI. For some reason the fronts are 12 and these are 10s. Yeah. Well, tuned up, ready for spring mowing season and yard cleanup and trailer pulling and all the regular lawn tractor stuff. If this is useful, please subscribe. And also, if you're a motorcycle person, I've got to do the oil change and clean up on the 500. Going to do a little spiel on that if that's your thing. I sure do like it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, follow, blah, 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 blah. Talk to you next time.